Have you ever experienced the frustration of being completely overlooked by a woman you admire? You send her a message and find yourself waiting in vain for a response, only to be met with an unsettling silence. Despite seeing her active online, sharing posts and engaging with others, your messages remain unanswered. This situation can be disheartening, prompting you to reflect on your actions and question whether you may have come across as too eager or if you inadvertently offended her. However, it is crucial to recognize that her lack of response is not a reflection of your worth. Rather, it pertains to her own circumstances. This moment can be transformed into an opportunity for personal growth. In this discussion, we will delve into a stoic perspective that empowers you to reclaim your sense of agency. By the conclusion, you will possess the tools to effectively navigate the experience of being ignored, emerging with greater resilience. It is essential to acknowledge that women often test boundaries, and their silence can serve as a means to gauge your reaction. This dynamic is intentional. If you respond with emotional turmoil, you concede control. Conversely, maintaining composure and confidence positions you as the victor. Today, I will guide you in mastering your response to such situations, not through manipulation, but by cultivating an unwavering sense of self-discipline and strength. Consider this your comprehensive manual for confronting rejection with the poise of a stoic leader. Let us begin this exploration. Number 1. The reason for being ignored and why she ignores us. When a woman chooses to ignore you, it can feel like a personal blow to your self-esteem and identity. You may find yourself second-guessing your actions and replaying conversations in your mind, asking yourself what went wrong. However, the reality is that her silence often has little to do with you. In today's dating landscape, there are complex layers of psychological games, unspoken motives, and intricate power plays at work. Individuals frequently seek validation and attempt to manipulate the emotional responses of others. She might be gauging your level of interest by withholding attention, testing your reactions, or simply caught up in her own busy life. Alternatively, she may not feel the same connection you do. Yet, the pivotal point to understand is that the reasons behind her behavior are less significant than how you choose to handle her lack of communication. If you find yourself anxiously waiting for a response, constantly checking your phone, you are relinquishing your power and allowing her to dictate your emotional state and self-worth. In moments of emotional turbulence, particularly when faced with the silence of another, it is essential to remember the profound teachings of Stoicism, which serve as a powerful ally. This philosophy imparts a vital truth: while we cannot dictate the actions of others, we possess absolute authority over our reactions. When confronted with indifference, resist the urge to spiral into a vortex of overanalysis or self-doubt. Instead, acknowledge that her behavior lies beyond your influence and redirect your focus to the one domain where you reign supreme: your response. In the realm of Stoicism, a clear boundary exists between what is within your control and what is not. While her silence may tempt you to pursue her attention, the true strength lies in your ability to remain composed and refrain from action. This is not an act of malice, but rather a testament to your resilience. By choosing to do nothing, you reclaim your power, illustrating that her lack of engagement does not dictate your emotional state or self-worth. In the face of her silence, embrace the tranquility that comes from knowing you are unperturbed, allowing your confidence to shine through unscathed. This is the moment where your stoic strength truly emerges. You possess the ability to govern your emotional reactions, which is the sole aspect that holds significance. Many men may succumb to feelings of desperation in such circumstances, resorting to repeated messages or, even worse, expressing frustration through angry inquiries about her silence. Such responses stand in stark contrast to the principles of Stoicism, which advocate for the preservation of one's composure and fortitude regardless of external events. It emphasizes the importance of maintaining your dignity and demonstrating that you do not rely on her approval for your self-worth. When you exhibit an air of indifference, it piques her curiosity, prompting her to perceive you as distinct from the ordinary. Imagine a scenario where you have been engaged in conversation with her, only to find yourself suddenly ghosted. The urge to send another message, to seek clarity, may arise, but resist that temptation. Allow her to witness your unflappable nature. If she chooses to overlook you, so be it. You possess a life uniquely your own, one that deserves to be lived fully and passionately. When you refrain from responding to her silence with desperation, you reveal your distinctiveness. You embody a man who commands his emotions with grace. Consider the scenario where an enchanting conversation or date is abruptly followed by her silence, leaving you in a void. Many would succumb to anxiety, questioning their actions or attempting to reclaim her attention with another message. However, imagine if you chose a different path, one where you prioritized your own journey, dedicating time to the gym, pursuing your aspirations, and embracing her silence as an opportunity for self-reflection. This approach not only ignites her curiosity but also fortifies your self-esteem. By choosing an action, you reclaim your power, and if she fails to reach out, it matters little. You have already embarked on a journey of self-improvement. The first pivotal step in this transformative process is to shift your focus entirely back to yourself. Rather than fixating on her indifference, channel that energy into your own growth. Her silence is not a cause for despair. It is a remarkable opportunity to elevate your life in meaningful ways. This is the moment to invest in your well-being, to cultivate your mind, body, and ambitions. What does this transformation entail? Commit to your fitness journey. Pursue those personal or professional goals that have lingered on the back burner, whether it's mastering a new skill or launching a long-desired project. Immerse yourself in your passions, engaging in activities that ignite your spirit and bring you joy. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and appreciate you for your true self. As you dedicate time and effort to your personal development, you'll realize that her indifference becomes trivial in the larger picture of your life. In fact, by prioritizing your own needs and aspirations, you inherently enhance your appeal, not just to her, but to everyone around you. It's essential to understand that women are not attracted to men who pursue them out of desperation. Rather, they are drawn to those who are committed to their own goals and purpose. Reflect on a period when you were fully immersed in chasing your ambitions, whether it was consistently working out and witnessing tangible improvements in your fitness, tirelessly building a business and making sacrifices to see your vision materialize, or mastering a new skill and experiencing daily growth. During those times, the thought of waiting for a text or a response from someone else was far from your mind, as you were focused on becoming the best version of yourself. This is the energy and mindset you should bring to every relationship and interaction. When you make your goals and happiness your top priority, others will notice, and they will naturally gravitate towards you, including her. She will start to question what has changed, why you seem unbothered, and why your attractiveness has increased, all because you chose to focus on yourself. Number 2, be cool and calm. One of the most significant errors men often make when faced with a woman's indifference is allowing their emotions to spiral out of control. Feelings of anxiety, frustration, or anger can easily take over, but this is precisely what you should strive to avoid. When you lose your composure, you inadvertently relinquish your power to her. She can detect your emotional turmoil, which gives her the upper hand. The ideal response in such situations is to remain calm and composed, refusing to let anything disturb your inner peace. Regardless of her behavior, your mindset should reflect that of someone who is grounded, centered, and emotionally resilient. This approach isn't about feigning indifference, it's about genuinely refusing to let her actions dictate your emotional well-being. By mastering this level of emotional control, you not only enhance your own sense of stability but also become significantly more attractive. People, particularly women, are instinctively drawn to those who radiate calm confidence and remain unshaken by life's minor upheavals. Ultimately, maintaining your composure signifies strength, and it becomes irresistible. The next time she chooses to ignore you, resist the impulse to react emotionally or impulsively. Instead, take a deep breath, step back, and remind yourself that her actions do not determine your worth. You are the one who has the power to shape your feelings, not her. Rather than dwelling on past conversations, engage in activities that bolster your sense of tranquility. Go for a long run to release any built-up tension, listen to empowering music, or immerse yourself in a project that demands your focus. By redirecting your attention away from her and back to yourself, you reclaim control of the situation. This not only demonstrates to her that you are not swayed by her responses, but also reinforces your own sense of emotional authority. Such control is undeniably attractive, and when she observes that you remain unaffected, it will only heighten her interest. Number 3. Use reverse psychology. Reverse psychology is a concept that has gained attention, particularly in the realm of dating, and while it is frequently misapplied, it can yield significant results when executed properly. If she is ignoring you, resist the urge to pursue her. Instead, reciprocate the indifference. However, it is crucial to do this in a manner that conveys you are unaffected and not resentful. This approach is not about manipulation, rather, it is about showcasing your inner strength. Once you cease to seek her approval and demonstrate that her silence does not impact you, she will begin to question the situation. This shift is essential. By withholding the attention she anticipates, you alter the entire interaction, placing yourself back in control, not through deceit, but by illustrating that you are not swayed by your feelings or her behavior. It's important to remember that the focus should not be on who initiates contact first, but rather on who maintains the upper hand. Picture this scenario: you've reached out to her several times without receiving a reply. The temptation to send another message or inquire about her lack of response may arise, but resist that impulse. Instead of sending multiple texts or expressing your emotions, take a step back. Focus on your own life. Share moments of you engaging in activities like working out or pursuing personal goals, but refrain from contacting her. Before long, she may start to question why you are no longer pursuing her. Thoughts like, "Did I lose him, or is he seeing someone else?" may cross her mind. When she eventually decides to reach out, respond with a calm demeanor and minimal emotional involvement. Avoid mentioning her previous silence or questioning her actions. Simply engage as if nothing has transpired. In doing so, you will have successfully shifted the power dynamic in your favor without any overt effort. By not reacting to her provocations, you project confidence, strength, and, most importantly, emotional stability. This exemplifies the effectiveness of reverse psychology. Number 4. Don't think about the result. Here's a powerful approach to navigating relationships: learn to detach from the outcome. Regardless of whether she replies or shows interest, your inner peace remains unshaken. This is where true strength lies. By not fixating on the results, you liberate yourself from the emotional ups and downs that often accompany dating. Detachment doesn't imply a lack of care. Rather, it signifies that your well-being takes precedence over seeking her attention. Embracing this shift in perspective is essential for regaining control in any relationship. When you detach, you stop handing over your happiness and self-worth to someone else, allowing you to take charge of your emotions and life. The reality is that once you let go, you cease to worry about her thoughts, actions, or lack of response. You become composed, self-assured, and in command of your own feelings. People, including women, are naturally attracted to those who exude confidence rather than desperation for validation. By detaching from the outcome, you demonstrate self-respect and the willingness to walk away from situations that don't benefit you. This shift helps you shed feelings of neediness and anxiety, making you someone who garners respect and interest. Reflect on a time when you were overly fixated on an outcome, be it a job interview, a date, or a simple text. The more you stressed about the potential results, the more anxious you felt, with your mind racing through worst-case scenarios. Now, envision the freedom that comes with releasing all that mental clutter. Imagine being completely at ease with any outcome, fully aware that regardless of what transpires, you will be okay. This embodies the principle of stoic detachment, which encourages you to accept that everything happens for a reason and that your inner peace is not influenced by the actions or opinions of others. When you can genuinely let go of the need for a response from her, you unlock a sense of freedom. You stop feeling the urge to pursue, seek approval, or measure your worth through her reactions. This newfound freedom enhances your attractiveness. It radiates confidence, which naturally draws people towards you. It's about demonstrating to both yourself and the world that your joy stems from within, rather than from external sources. The reality is that when a woman overlooks you, many men tend to panic. They chase after her, overanalyze the situation, and lose their composure. But that's not going to be you, especially after today. You now possess the mindset and tools to change the narrative. When she doesn't respond, view it as your chance to stand out, to remain unflustered. You won't react impulsively. Instead, you'll maintain control. You'll be calm, self-assured, and in charge of your feelings. This approach not only makes you more appealing, but also empowers you in all areas of your life. Consider how many men allow their emotions to dictate their actions, spiraling into distress when faced with silence. You are determined to break that pattern. So you will be a man who remains cool, focused on himself. It's about mastering life. When you master your emotions, you are no longer subject to the opinions, actions, or decisions of others. Hit the subscribe button and the bell. As always, we are waiting for your likes and comments. Wait for the next video. We will be back soon.